Hello and welcome. Now then, I've just been off the cameras and just popping around to see if I can see where the oil place is, and I think I found it. Yes, I do. So I think we're going to switch on. Well, no, actually, we don't do it that way here, do we? No, we do it differently. Oh, it does other things as well. Or is this all one place, or is it not? Well, let's buy it, and we shall see. We shall see what we see. It does milk and all sorts of things. Looking at this, so let's have a look. Where am I? Right, now let's have a look. What does this do? We have been here before, I remember, and I did think it was important then, but I can't remember if I bought it or what. But let's have a look. Margarine. Olive oil, corn oil, almonds. Oh, so you can do more with corn oil. I'm not sure if this is that. It wasn't what we were looking for though. It really wasn't. But we will have a look at the price of margarine to see if it's something else we would like to do with the finished products. If it's, I didn't see these before. There's an awful lot of things on this. It is amazing. I do agree. So that's then there's the strawberry jelly and such like things. So wow, yeah. Wow, these are something worth thinking about. Now the margarine maybe not quite so much, but is that all this does? No, it does strawberry jelly, tomato drink, strawberry milkshake, chocolate milkshake, watermelon and melon smoothie. So actually owned by my farm. So if I've only bought, yeah, that is true. On our production it does show more. It shows butter production and production centre 2. So this is 2 in a way. It does both butter production and well, it could have butter production and then it says it's margarine, but if I sell a 1, I sell a 2, and this looks like somewhere we could be using. Mind you, we're not doing animals, are we? Tomatoes. Well, we did want to be doing this, but I think this is a little early. So I think what we're going to do for now is we're going to sell it. Because, yeah, and also do we need to go into animals? That's the thing I'm going to think of. Do we go in a little... I know. It'd be difficult to do. But then you can't really buy milk. I mean, well, you can actually. Yeah, I suppose you can really. I suppose on this we might actually allow an exception because I can't see another way to do it really. But it's just going to be if we're buying this kind of amount of. Looks like we do have to buy the productions though that we're not sure of. So in that case, it looks like we've got no other option. Yeah, some of them don't appear like this one here. So if we now look at our productions, it should now show something else. I know it's a bit, it's done that funny thing. That's the mod thing. No, this is going to be where I can't actually get out of this. What has that done for us? Paper factory. Now then. Spinnery. We didn't have the spinnery before, now we've got the spinnery. Right, so that's not what we want either. I think it's quicker to do this than it would be to Do it the other way. We want the oil place is what we're looking for. Yeah, no, this is... That's the BGA, and that I can see. Apologies for this, but I wanted to... Yeah, because other people may be just as interested as I am, really, about doing this. So, just need to keep looking for the thing that we haven't had before, which... that's nothing. That's bizarre. Okay, so that might just be a slab of land. It's not though, is it? Okay, we're going to visit that then. So that's bizarre. It is more than nothing. But it isn't showing us anything extra, so it's a sell point. According to this, it's a... Like the dairy or potatoes or chips, which also wants oil, sunflower or olives. So why is that not showing? As anything, unless some things don't work yet. Or that when it went black, did something bad. No, we had French fries production, which we just had, is now showing up. So, right, okay, so we've now bought the one that I just looked at. And that wants potatoes, pallets, sunflower oil, and produces chips. Right, okay. We will get the oil one before we're done. It's a shame it doesn't let you know. Buy two. Yeah, because we can always go and visit if one of them is the one we want. Right, so corn oil. Now that we wanted, we really did. So that one we're keeping, but we don't know which one it is. And the other one is pellets. Wood chips to produce pellets. To produce pellets. Let's have a look at how much pellets are worth, because both of those depend. Because one of them we want and one of them we don't. Pellets. But it's not bad for wood chips when you consider wood chips are usually like pretty much awful. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's get rid of one of them and see if we get rid of the right one. I'm going to try that one. And of course it's going to be the one I don't want to sell because that's just Murphy's Law. I was actually lucky for once. Yeah. So corn, they're always on. Yeah, to begin with. Right, so that we've done well. Even though I know we've lost it. Well, this is what we keep doing. It's really is. Obviously, this is a money pit. And I did say that's why I was going to say no holds barred. Now, what is 112? I think it's some sort of plantation. Is it corn? That would be nice. Right, so let's carry on. What is 34? Is it a farm? It's a field. It's got something on it as well. Did we see what these things were down at the bottom where we used to be? Ah, yes, we did. We did actually. They were gardening things. So yeah, no, they're further up. Yeah, they are. That's why I thought I'd look. Canola oil. I like the fact these are almost lossless because let's face it, this is what I was thinking. It's like these. No, these don't. That's true. These are only the packaged bit. It's this one that's important. Yeah, 11 produces 10. I like this because, let's be honest, you don't produce enough of them if you're going to half them. This is what I always said about the Giants one, where you lose like half of your grain to produce flour, and then you lose like half again to produce, it's not quite half, but half again to, really that means you're only gaining a quarter of your product, which means your product needs to be 4 times as expensive for you to actually make equal profits to what you've lost. So you've got to consider this. I did actually say this myself a few sessions ago. Obviously not with things like wheat or barley. They are really, really sort of quite low, like 700 odd on normal-ish. But things like oats and anything above that, or soybeans when it's 2,000, or oats where it's 1,001, 1,002 top, and then you're losing. I mean, the oats is different because it's good for making flour. It actually gives you a bonus, but you've still got to ask yourself the question, when you've gone through all the processes, with all the loss you take from the recipe, is it worth doing it? You know, when you consider what you've got to jump through, which hoops to do what. Right, now then. So that was canola oil. Do we need that now, though? Probably not. That is true. So let's sell that for now. Now we know what it is. And see if I can remember. What is 93 then? We'll do this. It's the only real way. We'd have to drive around the entire map, really. And other people may well want to know what I'm learning from doing this. We've bought corn oil already. Cereal, not at the minute. No, we don't want that at the minute, do we? Let's be honest. So that's another no for now. That doesn't mean to say we won't do it. We are going to produce all manner of things. Can't see out 93. Now, we know that these ones here, 70, 119 and 103, they're all those seedy type places, and all of these in the mountains were all to do with that kind of thing. So what were these two? Oh, that's a fuel place. What is this here? Oh, that I've just clicked off. Yes. And what do we gain for buying that? Carpentry, wooden boxes. Right, okay. Incoming pallets, furniture, wooden chips and wooden boxes. Now, again, probably good, but we're not. I say that. I was thinking about this. Now, the best way I know of, I don't want this to become about forestry. Now that we need wood for the pallets, and I was thinking of how to achieve that, and I have had quite a bit. I did this on Purbeck. I also did it on Silver, and there's a fantastic mod that grows trees. Now, I think we will be literally buying a plot of land and we'll be doing that. So we tried 93 and 84. Where have we not been yet? That's one of those? No, they're buying points. 1, 2, 5, they're the animals, if I remember rightly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4 there, and 1, 2, 5 are all animals. Yeah, so it's not those. 82, 80, 1871. I think these are the. Let's try it. I think one of those is the no, 13. Is it the 13 or is that? I think they're higher up. Whatever it is, it's not. Yeah, it's like something that's not important, as in it doesn't do a process. So let's sell that. It could be one of them like places where you buy things. Yeah, it could be. It was like a set of. Let's try that one. Now that's more. That's quite a bit more. And that again does nothing, as in like, yeah, it could be just a place for. We are narrowing the field. That's one thing I will say. I'm hoping that the oil place is on here, though. Because we've only got, yeah, we can see that we've got individual places that do this thing. So do I stop recording and actually just do this and then bring you in? We are running out of places, actually, that are possible to do. So I really think... I mean, these two, we bought one of those. It was like the dairy or something. That's the original farm, 126. That's, yeah, the shop. Oh, no, that's the periphery. Yeah, that's going to cost us rather a bit, I should say. So we bought that one. We bought that one. That's the slab of production land, that one. We bought that one, it was a spinnery. We bought that one. No, that was with the field, that one was. We can't afford it anyway, so it is one that we might need to have a look at. That's forestry. Yeah, we are really. It's actually true. Did we do 7690? I think we did. Yeah, we did. There were things that we would want later. 87 Simpson. Did we go that far? When we were doing those things, I'm not sure whether we did. Let's have a go. I think these were, I'm sure they were like crafty type things that did one thing. We already had corn oil. Sunflower oil. Right. It's sunflower oil. Right, well that we want to know about in the future, definitely. Just not now. But that could well be that what's next door is another one we need. I don't know, they're not really in that sort of place, are they? We've seen that. It's not, it's a little bit random. They're scattered around. So let's have a look. They are individual oils though, that is, I am going to say. We already had almonds. Again, this is not, yeah, it's not a proper, not a production then. Right, okay, well, that's interesting. Or did we find it amongst that little lot that we'd already had a look at here? I can't remember buying that one. There were quite a few like cheesy type ones and things like that. Corn almonds we had, we've got all the package, pistachio, we already bought that. So again, that's not done anything. So it's just a plot of land that's sell point or something similar, rather than actually a production. But did we do these two here? Oh, they're sell points. Apologies. Just this is the next step. Melon, lettuce. Melon, they're greenhouses, right? Okay. Or yeah, quite a few greenhouses actually. That's yeah. So that we are going to need those. So we ought to really. I wish you could put a mark on the map. So that 98 we must remember is important. Right. I think I'm going to do the rest off camera, but we need. Yeah, we do. I will do it. It'll be soon. We have sold, yeah, we've got all of our money back, apart from obviously we have bought the corn oil place because we do want that, even though we don't want it yet. I want to keep hold of that one. Yeah, so there were quite a few important ones. 98. These was one of those that was here. This one here, 87, that was important too. That's fuel, 92, 76. Did we do those two? Now that looks like a production slab to me, but that looks like a plant. Let's just go over this one more time, just before we go. Oh yeah, I'm not... What does that do? Or does it not? It was the carpentry. Yes, right, okay, fantastic. We thought we did, but yeah, so that's the carpentry. we won't, I don't think, I'm not really interested in that. No. So what have we not been to see? We've been in town. Yeah, we've done all of these in this area. Yeah, that's a sell point. The thing is, a sell point could also have something else on it, so it's not as cut and dry as I'm making out. A lot of these things have got a little too... What is that? That looks like a actual... We are on dollars, so it's on Neverland, so let's swap that while we're here. And let's have a look in productions to see if that did anything. UHT milk. It grabs milk and produces UHT milk, obviously. Is it worth doing? If we're going to go into doing the milk, we might have to buy milk, but that's not the point. I just don't see a fair way of doing it. It's just like basically grabbing money in a way. That's why I don't want to do it. If it's for a process where we need something else, I think, yeah, do it. But no, I don't mean to buy that. I wanted to sell this. Yes, okay, but I will do the rest. We need to find one of that oil product. Oh, we also bought 99, which one? Yeah, it's true. That could have been. No, we looked and it did nothing. So, right, and that's where we're going to leave that. Let's just go and grab this little lot down here. Oh no, I think actually that was me there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. That's what we need. Yeah, we need to be starting to pick up the bits and bobs on it. I think what I'm going to do, because the biggest thing we've got left to do, and we're beating the rain, and it is getting on, is the almonds and all of that lot aren't going anywhere. So although I want to be tidy, which is a good instinct for me, we really need to be getting on with the harvest. So do you know something? I think what we're going to do next is we're going to, yeah, I'm just going to take the, do you know, right of way is all I'm going to say, Mr. Dan. The woods, that wasn't my fault. I was not in the wrong, should I say. Yeah, we still have yet to find one of the silver coins. It's quite high up here. I think it was only one on this one, and it really was up this way. Yeah, it is. It's there. Actually, yeah, I agree. It was seeming a little bit silly not to. Yeah, so there was not as much as you thought up here. Is there any room in... No, we did stick some in this one down here, so to me it makes more sense. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm leaving the... And let's get this right, they're almonds, Mr. Smith, not pistachios. Yeah, there's the pistachios are the white ones that you were calling almonds. Yeah, so if we stick this in here, then everything is in the one place. Now, as I said, yeah, the almond collector, I'm going to do what many farmers will do, which is I am tying it to a tree with a chain. So that although that looks like I've just dropped it there, it is actually, yeah. Now, I probably would also maybe even put a little tiny shed on if I'm allowed. Right, so yeah, we're going to now pop back. Can I send this across the map? It'll get stuck, but we could try. We can try sending it over to where we're going next, really. Then we're going to pop over. We'll grab this little lot later. Do we need anything like... Yeah, I think I was right. I think the oil side of things is... let's just send this. Not sure if it's going to make it all the way, but that's not the point. Yeah, we want it to go... Send it. I think that's going to go all the way. If we send it on that little... I'm not sure it's going to do it. Oh, okay. There you go. Let's see. It might get stuck. Doesn't seem to like getting past the garage in that. It seems to get stuck there. But we're going to go straight into a time lapse. So that's one thing I am going to say. Because this is the last thing that is... Yeah, we've got our yeah, I was getting all excited. I thought it was something to do with the olive leaves, but it's not. So, that one there has definitely got the brown olives on. I'm just seeing them. So, yeah, we're going to go straight to a time lapse. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals. Oh, I thought I was. Oh, have I already done it? Yes, I have. Fantastic. That's all right. I knew I'd got to unfold it, but I'd actually left it unfolded and it didn't. Yeah, like stop it. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out the tunnels a little early because if you remember, we actually did part of this at the beginning. There's just the end of this row, I think, that I obviously didn't quite finish. And I think actually those other ones are all done, but we'll check on the... Yeah, the one good thing is we did discover that I didn't need to do. I like to go backwards. Yeah, you can look on the map, like we did with the pistachios and the almonds. It will show you what's harvested and what's not. So I think it's just the end of this row. Which I didn't, there was quite a bit down as well on this one. It wasn't, yeah. Let's say it's a little bit further and then it should stop a little bit. That now. Yeah. So then, let's have a look on the map and see if we can see. Now you're wasting my money. I'm right, it is. Every single time it is at the garage. So the AI spines are not right. Now, there is something about passing the garage that they just don't do. So, fortunately, it's not quite right. So we've just probably wasted about 300 or 400 euros on a lazy worker who just wants to earn money for doing sitting. I don't think you can quite generalise that, but yeah, does feel like that really when the system just rob you. The amount of things over the years that I've done when you're just sitting for half an hour and you're busy and you're not even noticing because you're not looking at the money and it's going down. Yeah, so we've actually a full thing of olives as well, which is brilliant. It really is. So yeah, on Agris Balcones we did olives, and this is a nice sized field really. And yeah, I think you could buy another field. I would do that again as well. I don't regret doing the low cost olives. I think it's a fairly cost effective sort of thing. I quite think we've done all right with it. Yeah, we're going to have to collect everything next session, and also we're not going to rush through time as well because it's still, yeah, it is also there was 1% left. So then we need to just grab that now, what we were doing, and we should see if you can see on the map to see on if there's anything that's missing. Oh no, I think that's weeds. It is, it's weeds. Needs ploughing. Aha, so now we know we need to plough. Now we've actually done that, so we're going to do that next session. I'm going to do it there we go. No, I think there's a little tiny bit on the very end of the very first row that for some reason I missed. Which would be this one here, which I can't see any, but yeah, perhaps it's a tinge or something because I can't see anything. Or is it on the one of these? You can see them if you go close to the plants, but I can't see anything, so I think it might just be a tinge and it must be wrong. Yeah, because it was on that very first row. It is. So right, that is us done then. So no, we can't empty. Yeah, we'll come and fetch that next session. I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm not sure if there's enough footage, but I think there is to make a full session, and it's not a bad place to leave it. And then we're going to do all the tidy up work. I might do some of that off camera. I might literally grab everything, and yeah, we beat the rain, which I think is at 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock. It was quite a way in, if I remember rightly. Oh, it's on the horizon though. 4 o'clock it is. So we'll gather all of our stuff together. Our money is ticking up nicely, I have noticed. It has. So it's good. We're going to obviously feed the VGA later today. Or that's the point. Let's just quickly do that on camera. Just like so that we all know. I think it's not going to be today, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be another day. But let's have a look. That will do. And the grass is growing as well. You can actually see this. You didn't ever used to be able to. 53%, I was right. I think they were all at that. 54. They're not fermenting. I'm sure that we did all of these. I don't mean all. Either we may be one set that were different. No, so far all the same. I think we bought the set in. I'm sort of at the back of my mind thinking about. I think these are all, yeah, they are. These were all done on these fields all on the same day, so that these will all be ready tomorrow. So we could actually go through till tomorrow. But I'm not rushing anything, so I'd like to check what the processors that we've got. I'd like to gather everything in as well, all the almonds and everything. I'm not sure if we'll be able to put those in a multi-fruit, whether it'll recognise what it is or whether it gets automatically added to anything that gets put on the map. We shall see, because it is a multi-fruit, but yeah, I'm not sure that it's going to work or it's not. But we shall discover this next session together. Yeah, all that remains to be said for this session is, have I done? Yeah, we've got 30 tons of olives. We will gather the stuff in the, yeah, I'd like to obviously get some in gathered, because most of the other stuff, I think, was about 4 tons. Now, this is why I don't use the refillable pallets very often, because they feed off each other and you can't then do anything, yeah, other than you can still click the mushroom for everything and it doesn't work. It stops every single thing of that particular nature. So that's why I may take them out, because it may be that by design that they couldn't do anything else, and it might be that the other refillable pallets that by erShaba do the same, and that would be worth trying. But there are now those fantastic boxes by DS Power that we found on Nieskopheim. So yeah, now they don't do anything like this, so that is an option. There's a few things by erShaba as well on the map that it wouldn't be a bad thing to try. But yeah, there's the one I've had in, and it dropped very, very early on, but it caused issues with me. Yeah, this one here is amazing by Tarksy. Is that not the? Isn't it Tarksy that also does my favourite TPS? Now that, I think it is. Yes, I know most people probably wouldn't recognise the name, but you see, no, it's Sariga. Right, okay, yeah, no, so it's not Tarksy. I can't recall another one by Tarksy. But yeah, the refillable pallets start to cause issues straight away, and it was as early as Calmsden, which I think that was the second mod map to drop. It was very early on, and it caused the refillable pallets. It led me a merry chase for 2 or 3 sessions trying to figure out what it was. I knew it was to do with it, but I wasn't sure what it was, whether it crashed other things, and it is just if they're next to each other, or if there's space in one and it's near something that could fill it, it just says refill pallet on the map everywhere you go, and obviously that's not really, it isn't good, it isn't. But obviously now we have other options. It would be nice to try them out. I would drop them because it's been ever since the beginning of FS22, and it may be by design, so, but I'd like to test the others, so I'm not going to remove it just yet, because it's been here right from the very beginning, really. But there's these others as well that also you can fill, box filler by Pepe. We could try that out, because again, that literally fills with everything, and it's almost 2 tons. It's going to be bigger, but I'm not really particularly bothered about that. And then there are these ones by erShaba that are smaller, but obviously for specific things. And there is, I don't know if it is erShaba or erShaba. Yeah, there's also the wooden box by erShaba. I'll go ER, because yeah, there's loads of them here that take all the different things, and they're by Hoffy, as many other things are. But there is these fantastic ones that we had found on Nieskopheim. Yeah, that's the normal one by Rolly Christie, and then there's a cheaper version by erShaba. Let's go with that. Yeah, and this is the one by JMZ from the Pallet Trucks mod, a ton one. Again, I've not used it, so I don't know. Obviously, the other one's 2 tons. That's 1 ton, so that's why I never bother with the other ones, because I've always used that. But the fact that it causes issues, now that's 1500, and that's by DS Power. Yeah, I didn't realise he's done a fillable pallet as well. It'd be interesting to see, because his other ones don't give you any kind of issues. I mean, these are good, but I use the metal boxes. I know they are dearer, but they are twice as much storage. They are absolutely amazing. Yet they do have foibles. Yeah, you have to hold them over things to actually make it tip out. But nevertheless, so far, these are what I'm leaning towards. And obviously there's the lattice boxes as well if you want. I would imagine they stack, looking at those. but I'm not sure. They've got seem to have that. Yeah, they are. I think they're stackable, which that makes those a little bit special because I don't think these are. I don't know. We could try. Yeah, I'm not sure that it's supposed to be. But anyway, yeah, they are really quite amazing. It would be worth actually giving that a shot. But I mean, obviously these are very specialist, the fillable lattice box. They're only for, yeah, straw and things like that. So whereas the fillable pallets and the fillable boxes, now they're a little bit more special. So yeah, I think I'd still stick to what I said. I think I'd still go these, even if they're not stackable. They're not, don't take up that much room, and they're 5-ton boxes. They're quite amazing. As I said, you could actually sort of do a bit of a cheat where you've stuck 6 of those and you've got a 30-ton trailer. It's faffy though. I did say that even when I suggested, but yeah, if you was on a real shoestring budget, it is a way you could do it. It would be just a little bit too faffy for my taste, but yeah, you could do it. Anyway, all I'm going to say is, yeah, hopefully you can stick with me on this journey, and it is exciting, I've got to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to say goodbye for now.